What's up, guys? Verdugo29 back with you again. We are here with the round 4 recap of the GBA. I am joined today by AdamTheBeesKnees and the Miendos Jack. So how are you, boys?
What's poppin'? What's poppin', guys?
Spoiler alert, we already finished the GBA.
And me... Well, actually, we're not going to reveal the ending until the ending.
Jack.
God damn it,
Okay.
Jack. You should be belted for such slander. Now,
Yeah,
Don't worry.
because
We're
everybody
we're going
really
to start
cares,
with
right?
the round 4
October.
recap. There were a couple of people with buys this week due to Jesse and Vincent not being in the tournament anymore. One of those people was me. The other one, I can't remember who it was.
It was Charles.
Charles, okay? So there's only going to be 4 battles. The first one here is against Adam, the Kansas Cocooners, and Jack of the Maryland BN Showers. And we're going to start this bad boy in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So, Adam, you can talk with this one going.
I'm in your pants, and I switch out because that's a terrible matchup. You miss your hurricane. It didn't matter. Tentacruel's fat. So you're going to U-turn. Jack, you can help. It's your battlefield.
No, I don't want to speak.
And then
The freeze. It happened.
the freeze of 2015.
Now, I'm really kicking myself right here and now because I could have switched out and later gone out into my Vaporeon, which knew Heal Bell, but I forgot because I was so mad I got frozen, and that's going to end up
Look at all
playing
those
a major
hits.
role in the outcome of this battle.
And an outcomes down fan, you knocked me off because you're rude. So I'm just going to take some health back. Don Fam. Vaping. I hate your stupid vaping. So, I guess you predict the taunt here, so you go into the bird stash, and you're probably going to U-turn. I don't know what you're going to do. Oh, your hurricane. It does. I had that more than I thought.
Real.
Yeah.
His
See,
life
look
was-
at you landing all the hurricanes, Jack.
Uh-huh.
But then he
Ice
hits
Beam
the
is
ice
a good
beam.
chunk.
Doesn't get the freeze this time.
Yeah, Porygon 2's out. I love you, Porygon 2. You've been taken. So, out comes the Vaporeon. I do predict some sort of weird thing, so I go to Tentacruel, because Tentacruel's not needed. So, you're gonna wish like the annoying Pokemon you are. So, Scald. I get the burn. Kinda nice, but like Jack said, Vaporeon has Heal Bell, and I think you do understand that.
Yeah.
So, you just kill me. Crit mattered so much.
So much hate.
And then I'm back into the Electros. That's a bad switch for you, so you U-turn. Out to Zapdog. I predict that I don't want to, and I go for the fire moves. So you're almost dead, but I know I can't outspeed you. So I'm just going to go in the safe switch of the Porygon 2. You get a crit. Look at you, Jack. You
Crit did
returning the hacks.
27%. That's pitiful.
And then you poison the water hall. You poison Sharkbait, ooh ha ha. You should feel ashamed. I go back into Sableye. You go into your dumb thing. You switch out into Bird Stash. This is my time to Mega Evolve. Knockoff is clean. No more Life Orb damage. I don't know if that really hurt you.
Nice.
Hurricane does 26%, so I guess Knockoff Life Orb was kind of nice. I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam. And then I think I stay in. Yeah, I predict you to not go for the Toxic while I go for the Recover. Get nice and healthy. As you wish, and I stay in again and go for the Discharge and Paralysis you. Though you have Heal Bell, so it's kind of useless. I'm back to In Your Pants, and I think I'm just going to take some Scalds. Unfortunately, you get no burn while I burn you. And then you're just going to wish, probably followed up by a Heal Bell. No, you Scald. You're fishing for the burn, I think. I'm just going to recover, and then you're back and healthy. I see why you love Vaporeon, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
So annoying.
So I prevent you from Heal Bell and go for the taunt. Out comes Manectric. We meet again. I switch into Electros, because Electros is kind of dead to me. But then I switch back into Porygon 2, because I know I can eat anything you want to throw at me. Boom. Then you just decide to roll on out into the Vaporeon. Probably try to get a Toxic off. I go for the Discharge at that time. Then you switch out. Then you Donphan. Smart. You get the clean immunity. Out to Sableye, because you can't touch Sableye. So I'm just going to fire off a taunt here. I think I predict you to go in Vaporeon. I don't remember.
Baby, a bad twist from Jack.
And then you sack this thing off. I don't know why. You could have wished, you know?
I was taunted, yo.
And also,
but you could've- So, down goes In Your Pants. He put in the finest work. Out to Aiden, because it's annoying. I missed the stun spore. You hurricane me. I don't get the confusion, and I'm praying that you stayed in, and I paralyzed you, and then you killed me. Oh well. I'm back to Floop. I'm just going to go for the Flamethrower. I predict the Manectric. At this point, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to fire off the T-Bolt. And then out pops the Miniendog or Zapdog. And then I'm going to go back into thrift shopping because, like I said, the Manectric can't do anything to me. Oh, you snag the burn. Yo, you almost killed me. I go for the recover. I'm back at about 50%. Volt Switch is going to do a lot. I'm just going to keep spamming recover at this point. Out comes the Donphan. I'm pretty sure you're going to knock off here, but I just go for the Ice Beam. I take the knockoff, unfortunately, and I'm just going to kill the Donphan.
Here's where I should have switched, yo. I should have gone out and just sacked my Skarmory here, and then I think Zapdog plus Donphan could have won me the game.
And then the plays begin. And then, boom! I land the first Fire Blast. You stay in, so boom! I land the second Fire Blast, and down goes your filthy thing. I know I outspeed, so I might as well sack off something to come back in, get the Choice Scarf Earthquake off. Goodbye, Floop. Floop actually lives the HP Ice, but dies to the Flamethrower. And then out pops Garchomp, and the clean EQ finishes the day.
And we could not believe this, because we thought Jack was going to go unbeaten and just dominate this tournament. So when Adam won this was kind of a shock to the system.
Yeah.
Blew this competition wide open. We're going to move on to the next battle now. Alrighty, we are back with the next battle.
Jack, you want to commentate this one?
Yeah, I mean...
I'll go for it.
Jack can go for it. So, this one...
Alright, so this is Aiden versus Matt?
Yeah, we haven't started yet, though. But it's, it's Aiden of the Alabama Bohemians up against Matt of the Pittsburgh Steelixes, and we're going to start this bad boy in 3, a 2, a 1.
Alright. So we can see the Ferrothorn versus Landorus opening. I don't know why Matt stayed in. He almost caught a Focus Blast. It missed for him, though, so now he's going to go out into Gastrodon, which is good. Here you can see the Landorus actually knows a Grass Knot, which is going to kill it. He goes up to Starmie, which he knows can outspeed it, so he's going to go straight for the Scald. The Cresselia does not much, but it does catch the Burn, which is interesting enough. So now he goes for Psyshock for some reason, nobody knows why. Moonblast does a decent amount. And if Matt had scalded here again, scalded like twice, he would have been in a great position. So now Matt made a cheeky prediction for him to Moonlight again. Goes out into Beedrill. So he's going to hit the U-turn button.
Could not believe he said him in Crest then. What the fuck?
Yup. And now the Crest just
and no, that Matt doesn't run Protect on Beedrill.
Nope. He's not that real, yo. So this is a Scarf Durant, obviously. But Mandibuzz can eat up hits from it, so Matt's just going to go out to his dear boy Mandibuzz. Foul Play obviously would probably more or less kill it. So Matt's actually just going to go for Toxic, making good predictions for once. And here he's going to switch out into the Ferrothorn, which is going to take the Icy Wind and be like, well, nice try, friend. You make me go slow, I do not care. So I'm assuming, okay, so Milotic switches out, goes back into the Lando, onto the Leech Seed, which is nice for Matt. Matt's probably going to Protect here, I believe. Yep, that makes the most sense. Focus Blast comes and goes and nobody cares. So now Matt's going to pull the switch out to Noivern, which is really cool. Psychic does a decent amount, it does 60%, but now with the Leech Seed, he's back up to near full HP. Well, not near full, but over half. Ultron comes in, but it's going to take Dragon Pulse plus Toxic plus Stealth Rocks. It's going to be enough to split 2-hit KO, so it's not a switch anymore. And out comes the Mega Altaria. Now, Altaria knows Cotton Guard, Fire Blast, Return, and Dragon Hits, if I remember correctly. You're going to see Fire Blast hit the Starmie, but it lives it. Now Matt switches, predicting the switch out into this thing, which he was going to sack anyway. I guess Ice Beam would have been a good play regardless. Focus Blast does 52%. Toxic, he goes for Toxic, not Foul Play. Okay. Any thoughts, Adam?
It's okay. Matt's making questionable plays.
He's making
Beedrill
he's making good plays for the most
yet?
part. And boom,
Pedro
Felstinger.
Felstinger for the win.
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter.
Dude, that was our idea.
No, it doesn't matter. Ferrothorn manages to eat the superpower, though, which is really nice. Definitely, that bulk's going to matter. So, out to this thing, which Aiden never uses again, if I recall correctly.
He's real here, though.
Yeah. Quiver Dance, and he still outspeeds with Beedrill. Felstinger goes back up to +2. And I'm not sure why he went out into this thing.
I also don't know why he went for the freaking...
Why did he take poison jab?
I don't know. So here, he makes the strangest of all plays. He goes into Ferrothorn when he had a Starmie sitting right there with a Scald that would kill. So now he goes out into Mandibuzz. Thankfully, he sacks it. He's about to... Wait, he doesn't sack it. What is happening? So Matt could have gone out into Starmie in the first place and just had the game right then and there because Scald would have killed either of those two Pokemon. I have no idea why he did that. It was almost the biggest choke I've ever seen in my life. So now he's going to go out into the Ferrothorn as bait to try to sack it. Ferrothorn goes down, but thankfully...
I don't know why he sacked off Ferrothorn. Durant's still there.
Nah, he has Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz doesn't take really super effective damage from anything.
Matt won.
Yeah, Matt won. I said it was almost the biggest choke of my life, if you'll recall. So, Rock Slide's going to do 39%, a lot, but Foul Play is going to take it out, and that's the end of this battle. Matt's victory, very narrow, 1-0.
Yeah, it was a close one, guys, not going to lie.
Yep.
Alrighty, we're going to move on to the next battle.
Let our pro YouTuber go for it.
Yeah, cool, sure. Alright, we got the next match, which is Will of the Relatively Superiors up against Frank of the San Francisco Volcaronas. I'm going to be taking this one. We're kicking this bad boy off in 3, 2, 1. Alright, and so Infernape versus Dugtrio. Pretty bad lead for Will, especially since he takes the hit like a champion, though, and is able to go for the Endeavor, predicting Frank to want to stay in, and then he can fire off a Mach Punch. Lol jokes, runs Vacuum Wave because he's the realist.
I don't know why he stayed in here.
Yeah, probably could have
1
easily...
HP Endeavor
could have easily gone
is
out
pretty
to
scary, yo.
Could have easily gone out to Bro there, decided not to. Will's going to bring up the Braviary, but Braviary can't really do much to Diancie. And Frank's actually running regular Diancie.
Also, that Steel Wing,
which is surprising. He goes out to Slowbro, which works pretty well, but now Jellison's going to come in and easily eat up that Skull thanks to Water Absorb. Going to fire off the Willow. As now, he's going to get a T-Wave off, though, which is pretty good on Jellison. Like, Jellison's not exactly fast, but T-Waving a Pokemon is always great. As is going to come in handy as he gets a free switch into a Selgor. Probably fearing the Giga Drain, he goes out to Hitmonchan, who can eat up that hit like a champion, but does get the Spadef drop, so that's going to be a little bit unfortunate for Hitmonchan. But he's going to stay in and predict the Slowbro to come in and go off the Thunder Punch, but he's going to do absolutely nothing here. So Slowbro has a free Slash Shock chance here if he wants it, but Jellison is running that physical defense, so he can absolutely eat those up. If this was a Carmine Bro, maybe things would be a bit different, but even then, if that thing had Hex, that could be an issue. Going to Willow again, predicting Zapdos to come in, and so that's pretty easy work there. Then Krook's going to come in. I mean, honestly, Will was making very predictable plays this entire battle, and so it was pretty easy for Frank to just go into the appropriate Pokemon. Decides to go into Bro here as Frank probably could have gone for the Crunch there or the Knockoff, and it would have been a bit more effective in the long run, but he decided not to. That was his choice, as a really good double again by Will to go back out to his Aselgor, and he's basically just exploiting the fact that Hitmonchan doesn't really have any solid form of recovery, which means that he can constantly chip that thing down. He's going to pull the offensive switch into Pinsir, and this is where shit gets crazy, guys, because he doesn't really have a Pinsir switch in, except for this Diancie. As Pinsir's going to SD, and then he's going to fire off the EQ to kill the Diancie, and that gives him also another Moxie boost. Or it doesn't, for some reason. God knows why. He ends up Mega Evolving, and the Stone Edge misses, and because the Stone Edge misses, Pinsir now sweeps the rest of Frank's team, which is why he quits. Now, if he was running... I mean, that was Choice Scarf Krook, obviously, guys. But if he was running... Actually, no, it may not even have been Choice Scarf Krook. Krook's not that slow.
No, it was Scarf Krook.
But if he was running Moxie, then...
It was Scarfed.
Like, yeah, if
it was Scarfed.
Yeah, if he was running Moxie, would have been nice. But Hypercutter there also worked, because he killed Diancie. Then if Krook came in with the Intimidate, it wouldn't have mattered. But that Stone Age did matter a bit. Mind you, since Pinsir had got rid of Diancie at that point, even if Krook was locked into that move, it does give him the free switch back into a Selgor, which was basically in the position where it could then start spamming Bug Buzz to weaken down Frank's Hitmonchan, which would basically bring him the victory anyway. The moment that Frank's Hitmonchan went down, Will basically won with the Selgor, just blowing holes in the team. And also
fun fact, Excelgor's running HP Steel for Deonce's.
Yeah, so I think that Will, even though that miss did matter, I think Will still had the battle there because he was able to break down Frank's core pretty easily and still got the kill on Diancie, which was huge for his Zapdos and his Braviary, because especially even with Crocodile left over there, Braviary was going to put in work on the rest of that team. But anyway, let's go on to the last battle of the round.
On your what?
Alright guys, we have one last battle left of this week of the GBA. It was Tom of the Arizona Rattatas up against John of the Frederick Talonflame. No, Florida Talonflames. I don't know, he's from Frederick, who cares? Anyway,
yeah, true.
Tom had an amazing victory last week, and we were wondering if he could somehow do it again and get another victory under his belt. And we're going to let the footage speak for itself. So it's going to be Adam doing the commentary this time. I apologize.
In 3.
No, it's already going, yo.
No, it's alright, I paused. I paused. It's alright, go.
Alright, so Hippowdon and Sylveon come out. He switches into the Sonic Speed. He goes for the Stealth Rock, which is very good. He still has the Hitmontop, so it doesn't matter. He stalls. He gets the burn, which is unfortunate for Tom, because unless the Chansey packs Heal Bell or something, that's not going away. So he goes into Hitmontop, and while he catches a burn, which is a nice play by Tom.
I don't know why he went to Hitmontop.
Useless. Yeah, I don't know. He couldn't not. Why did he go out? And Tom just rests at this point.
I think he predicted a switch or something.
Maybe, but I mean, the Rapid Spin, you can't Rapid Spin with the Ghost. And now we have Ghost on Ghost action. As he goes into Froggy, he makes a double switch into the slow is not a real Hitmon thing. Predicting the Toxic, gets absorbed by the burn, and he just scouts to protect what is going on. So at this point, Tom most likely is going to switch into Trevenant, which Hitmontop can't do a thing, so John is just letting his only Rapid Spinner die, which is not so good.
Yeah, that was the most predictable switch in all of humanity.
But here comes Shrek to save the day.
Here comes Shrek. Makes me so happy.
Tom has balls of steel staying in right there, by the way.
I mean, he is in the rain.
He
is in the rain.
That was delicious, though. That was an Entei. With a Life Orb of Sacred Fire. And then Chansey just eats it, too. Yum.
And then out the Sonic Speed, I don't know why he stayed in. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Obvious switch is obvious for Secret Sword, so he's going to go. I assume this thing's specs, so he's going to switch into Where You At, Sylveon. Catch the Horn Mage, because Sylveon has no defense. However, he crits with the Hyper Force and murders a tree.
Oh, obviously.
Poor tree!
Out to Chansey, which Chansey is a problematic Pokemon.
Let's be real.
Chansey's just going to heal like a little bitch. He can get the pointless burn off, but once it switches, it doesn't matter. Out to Froggy to get the rain back up for, I guess, his Almastar. The Shadow Ball, unfortunately, gets a special defense drop. However, he switches into the Sonic Speed for some reason. I guess that was a specially defensive Cofragus. And he's just going to protect, make the cheeky play to stall out the burn. Silly Tom. I don't know. He really wants to get this spin off.
I mean,
and unfortunately, Tom does not get double protect, so he does get the rocks off. I don't know why he saved the Hitmontop. I don't know why he sacked off Entei either. I mean, the Hitmontop's defense was already lowered, so why couldn't he just Shadow Ball it?
Look at that E-Speed, yo.
Out to Dragonade, ballsy, because it could have the Ice Beam. He Thunder Punches. Tom goes out into Hippo. I guess he knew. So he's going to get up the Stealth Rocks. However, he can all hit out on Scary Whirlwind, so I don't know what he was doing. Oh, baby, a triple returns. And then he just burns him. So poor Froggy is dying. Scald is a clean stuff, 50% or so. Out to Thomas Star, and ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready?
I would do you sack off Hitmonchan like that?
Beep 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 Tom Stock with 2 wins now. Beep 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 beep
And Tom wins with his slow pass team, with his slow part.
Easy one with us.
John played like shit.
Yeah,
John did play
Tom
like
picking
shit.
up back-to-back victories. Who the hell saw that coming? Thank you guys so much for watching this round 4 recap. Just to let you know, Charles and I, we both had buys this week. We play each other next round, but we both picked up 8 points since we had buys, which is fine. Everybody got that with their buy rounds, so that was pretty stock standard. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big like, subscribe to PokePals World, and also check out our channels. Any closing comments, gentlemen?
What was that?
Your mum.
It was your mom calling.
Alright, well, I guess that sums it up.
Dick, she was my dick. Anyway. We done?
So, I said,
We
you wanna
out.
get more